been talking about, and it's Inferno as our first map. Yeah, a bit of a curveball from Big. They had this one show up a lot at the PGL Cluj-Napoca just recently. They've played a hell of a lot of Inferno, never their pick, but they've looked to bring it out here over MOUZ. As mentioned in that pre-game interview, there was a fairly close map played between these two teams back at Cluj.
It's also worth noting the last time that we saw MOUZ on this map, they got 13-0'd in a grand final.
True that.
So Big coming in with an idea, but this is not Vitality, this is Big. It's time to see what these guys have been doing. They've been in the lab all week, Harry, getting ready for Intel Extreme Masters Melbourne. And trying to come in with a surprise pocket pick on Inferno against one of the favorites. We'll have to see if Big are up for the job. A slow pistol round. They are going to group towards this B-bomb site. Plenty of util for an execute. MOUZ with a preemptive block. That is well-timed. MOUZ have a lot of nades. A resmoke and a Molotov left at B. Zershan holding a flash.
And I like that Brolin's dropped that smoke out straight away. He hears their util coming over. He knows that MOUZ have got more util than maybe Big are expecting here. So he tries to get that in early, but the nades will find Brolin.
I mean, it's so patient for Big. The fact that they let those two smokes and the molly come down before they even commit, they have faith in their execute, and it nails it. It lands perfectly.
Oh, that one over there from MOUZ did not, but that's fine. Exertion trying to hide in it, hoping that that could be the way to propel them back in for a retake, but does not pan out. Can Spinks change the tune? No, he can't. It's just one. So this is looking to be well handled from Big in the post plant. And they're going to hit the ground running with a pistol here.
Yeah, that was Big smoke, a coffin. That was a deep coffin smoke. Typically you see it, land a bit more shallow, but they're not scared of the headshot angle. They come in, they take a lot of space, and they shut down the pistol round. So nicely done for Big. Great molly on boost as well. Torshi will live playing the long game for his AWP later on, but Big with a pistol in their pocket. A team that we've always said for decades now, for millennia, Harry, that they come in well prepped, they have some good ideas. But I also like how, Yanko and Pink brought up the fact that this is not the old Big, right? This is only Tabson remains from that former glory of the Big Clan team. New coach, young players. I think Hyped was someone who we enjoyed seeing break out into this team at the start of the year, right? We saw him at Bounty in Copenhagen. Yep. He popped off. He had a couple of really good maps. He almost beat G2 with like a 20-plus kill game, but he's been streaky ever since. He's had some highs. He's certainly had some lows.
Well, sadly, he kind of failed that test that a lot of AWPers go through, which is, if you are a hot prospect AWPer, it's not necessarily hard to start strong. It's keeping it going, right?
Yeah,
and
look at Ultimate.
That's what made folks, like Monacy so impressive when you first saw him at the top level. It was like, damn, okay, he looks like the real deal. Everyone was playing like they were terrified of him. And then as time went on, you expect it to, encounter challenges, and they're going to learn how you play. People are going to get used to going up against you, and that's what made someone like his, continued domination so impressive. But for Hyped, it was like, he exploded onto your screen. You were like, damn, okay, this could be it. This is what Big have been waiting for. And then I felt like you've kind of seen as time's gone on, people have figured him out a bit more. And the games have gotten, more inconsistent.
I mean, it's just
Hyped.
like the highs and the lows.
Yeah.
Like, if you look at his numbers, like he's getting these 25 kill games, and the next map he gets 4. And it's just, it's very hard to stay consistent as an AWPer, especially in this game, especially right now. Very few who can do it, and even some of the best are hybrid riflers at the same time. So, little tech here early in the day. Get it out of the way early, Harry. But we're back in. In that 13-0, where MOUZ played Vitality in the final of Lisbon, they were on the CT side. They got 0 rounds. So Big trying to just Big have copied again. No, Big have just copied Vitality's entire playbook. They're going to run the same game. But the danger of that, of course, is MOUZ will have learned from that match. They will have gone back and presumably improved things. So let's see what that looks like here.
I spoke to MOUZ yesterday.
Yeah.
And they seem to be in very, very good spirits. There's this group of dudes.
It's a vibe team.
They are a vibe team.
Yeah.
I like it. I think Brolin gets to be a little troll And I think that's his true
calling.
Yeah. And
he wanted to be an in-game leader the day he was born.
The day he was born. And now he's achieved that dream. What have you done with your life, Hugo?
Damn. When you put it like that.
Not as much as Brolin.
Damn right.
Want a reality TV show to get his place in Counter-Strike?
I did pretty well on Love Island Season 4, but... Flashback. I love that setup for MOUZ. They go delayed. They break their way in. 2 kills from Xertion. Leaves things even, but patience pays off for Hyped.
Oh, QB's found a great timing out here over towards Long to come in on this backstab. There's even a arch smoke lobbed in. You're really not going to expect this if you're MOUZ. And so only Torshi on this side of the map.
This could still go wrong. They've got to get to him. Torshi's very far off. Oh no. Lucky for Big. Kill delivered to him. And even then it was close. Don't know what made Torshi run there.
Yeah, it makes sense. You wouldn't know how to play like Torshi.
No, true.
You didn't watch the course.
A lot of blaming in that one. Oh no, sorry, that was the other one.
Bruh, he kept bringing that up yesterday.
Yeah,
to
what
play
was he
like
saying?
Torshi. He talks about it a lot. I think he really likes that.
He did so well. Like that skit wasn't even scripted.
No,
it was just
no,
Torshi
he just
trolling
nailed
on
it.
air. Yeah.
We go over that in the
Oh yeah.
in the lobby. Come on, Jimmy. Hold on to the FAMAS, Jimmy. You got this. Yeah, Big no. You don't mess with Jimmy P. And so he'll get out, but Big, stick the landing on this conversion up against the Force. It is only that FAMAS held forward for MOUZ. Ooh. That was a big question.
I heard
Do you
that.
want to buy again?
Yeah, it's one of the better listenings we've had today. Had some worse ones. Is Snap Tap on,
no.
Torshi? The Snap Tap better not be on.
Oh, no.
It better not be on, Torshi.
Is this how you play like Torshi?
Oh, no. I'm presuming, by the way. I just, the ref's looking pretty...
Oh, what's he
it's not
done?
looking
What's
good.
he done?
It's
He's
not
having him
looking
explain.
good. Please, please. It was 2 rounds. We lost the rounds. Let me play. Don't ban me.
Sorry, man. You got a license for that keyboard, do you?
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait to see what's happened. What's going on? Either that or he's had like a mental break and completely forgotten what a keyboard is.
Yeah,
and he's relearning it all over again.
Oh, he's holding... Oh,
it doesn't respond with confidence,
right,
but it's all good.
good.
Hang on. Maybe the LEDs were the wrong color?
Oh, no. Yeah, Mihal's like, no, sorry, blues only. Blue only. No green, no purple. This is great. It's very intense, actually. I like this.
Okay, wait, hang on. He smiled.
Oh, God, it's going everywhere.
Do not gum. Headsets back on. Snap tap disabled. Okay.
It's been a smooth start. Round 3. You wouldn't believe it. We are live.
Gum on your face, Hugo. There's no snap tap. That's gum, by the way. G-U-M.
Yeah, G-U-M.
Like the coach. So here we are. Big. 2-0 up with the FAMAS saved forward.
Yeah, but get ready. Torshi's about to go bloody wild this round. I got a feeling. He's done something. He's pressed the right keys, Harry. He's done something.
If he's suddenly really good, that is suspicious.
Yeah.
We all saw it. Ooh. Get away from the banana. JDC does not often do warning shots, and so you're lucky to still be alive there. But you do trade out the position. Top banana taken. Control over the apartments as well. It's just this one FAMAS and a couple of pistols for MOUZ. FAMAS finds itself down in the pit, and with Big setting their sights on the contact play out through B, they might just get to move in to a near empty site here. It's just a USP and a P250 to worry about. Bit of a clash in the meantime from these two players that were lurking over on A. Brolin, does that complicate matters? It's a clean trade back out of Hyped at least. If that kind of slowed the play down too much, maybe things get weird. But now I think they do just walk into this B site. They're going to get it for free.
Very cautious on these hits, aren't they? Warning shot, but no finish. And Big again using that deep coffin smoke. I think part of it is like you want them to fight on the coffins, on that box, because what?
No, nothing. It's all good.
Not me?
No.
Okay. You want them to fight coffins because that position sucks in CS2, man. You just get wallbanged out of it. You do such high damage with rifles, so they're like, yeah, go ahead, play that headshot angle that doesn't actually exist because you'll just get body shot. Clean for Big right now, but the guns have yet to appear. MOUZ are pulling them out.
All right, let's keep a close eye on Torshi.
Because of the AWP, right?
Yeah, he does have the big green. Also, I just want to see if he starts spinning. Not expecting him to, but it could happen.
Got a print stream AWP, Harry. Straight ball in. B-rush. Lots of grenades and Big take the top of Banana, but it's all a bit of a fake out, isn't it?
And I like this. It's, you know, this is a call out of spawn here from Big. They throw a lot of util into top Banana. This is a really good reaction out of MOUZ, though, right? As cool an idea this is from Big, MOUZ have already gone and got the info that no one's here. They are one step ahead on this play, starting to bring players back from that B site. Spinks over at long. Here's the footsteps. He knows they're up close, and so hoping that Torshi can take them off the line. That AWP gets involved. Tabson dead first. And Big, this starts to grind to a bit of an awkward halt with no presence gained over towards short. They got to get past Jimmy. Gets out with a lot of damage. Torshi's the next one in line, and that AWP continues to lock it down. For MOUZ, another from the Torshi AWP.
Oh, really would have loved to see Big scaling faster there, right? Up on long side, they had double smokes in. They weren't moving forward. They went wide left. Torshi gets a pick, but no one else is scaling when this kill comes in. Look at how they get stuck there. They both pull back. They both hold, and then the split just comes in super delayed. They reset short. Just fell a bit all over the place. The setup was really nice for Big, but the execution fumbled. And Torshi, what have you done now? The wristband's on. We're going to have to get our best men on the job here. Go on, open Synapse. What's it say? I mean, he had a sick round, so fair enough. I want to, you know, just check it out.
just in
case, you know, just in case.
Just the cautionary rather than check.
Like, you know.
Just make sure
he just waved
legit.
him off. Like, yeah.
Does he have that power?
Come
Can he wave the Evan away? Like,
kind of defeats the purpose, no? Sorry, not now.
No. Let me finish cheating, and then, you know, we can talk after. Okay.
He's like, I promise I'm not. Oh, well. Fair enough. Big call a tactical timeout. That's what that tense music means.
I mean, MOUZ just got their first round on the board, right? And it was a pretty decisive round from MOUZ. As mentioned, the pause is giving us good time to talk about this. The reaction from MOUZ in that last round was sick over towards top Banana. Big's whole game plan was, let's show a lot of nades. We want them to know that there's a lot of players on Banana, so they made sure to throw the 3HE nade stack into the sandbags, flashes over the wall, double Molotovs in at the car and top banana. They made a lot of noise over at B. Brolin was actually super smart in calling a fast, reactionary take of top banana. And what that meant was the whole fake for Big, the whole idea in the round of kind of misdirecting MOUZ fell apart because of the timing of them retaking top banana. That round fell cleanly in MOUZ's favor as a result, helped out a bit by Torshi going huge on the AWP.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Big want to keep that pressure on. They've had a couple of these tech timeouts now, so they wanted to take that timeout a chance to talk things over, and this time it's a far more rip-roaring pace in to this top of middle. Orb opens, Hype finds that first kill, but it's swiftly traded. Jimmy, swinging wide from short, keeps this one even for MOUZ.
I don't know how that flash doesn't blind Hyped there, or maybe it just expired. The swing could have been a little bit late. Nade on the smoke, misses, and Hyped follows up. 2 kills on this orb might be enough. Torshi's fighting forward. There's no moto smoke, and there may be a lot of problems for Big. They're getting swung on. Taps and holds the line. It's all Torshi or it's bust.
Now's the time, bro. Hit that key.
Oh, no. And look at JDC. You're not crossing mid. You're saving.
Calling it now. No one checking Torshi PC after this one.
Not afraid in this T side. That's what I'm liking. Playing very confident CS, letting their AWPer just stroll up middle, double entry. MOUZ even forced the fight with a flash.
I think it's cool as well because it's almost like a bit of an early mind game between the different teams and leaders, right? Like in that last round, it was the speed at which Brolin countered the call from Big,
yeah,
that helped MOUZ out. So this time Big are like, okay, well, what if we make it look like then we're like really heavy posturing in towards top mid, and hopefully MOUZ are expecting another one of those slowdowns. You know, we're playing for the space. In reality, they fully followed through on that A play once they clashed in the top of middle, and so MOUZ couldn't react fast enough, even though their reactions in that previous round were really, really quick, and they played it perfectly. This time, it was played at like the fastest possible tempo from the Big squad. This is also going to make MOUZ a bit more paranoid in the early round, right? They're going to have to start burning some of this util, and that's as the money's approaching a bit of a weird spot. They go into this 3-2 between A and B. 3-man stack inside of the B site. 2 flung further forward in the apartments for that early warning system over at A.
Spix is just chilling at dark. He's just fine. The nade stacks come in at B, and as Brolin retakes with that util you're talking about, he gets blown to pieces. Big with a 5-on-4. Don't want to waste this opportunity, and if they don't clear apps, they might walk past this entirely. Crimbo's about to find out the hard way. It's Torshi who walks back.
Oh, bro, he ain't cheating. Look at this. Leaving the angle. Torshi gets out. Right as Crimbo and the rest of Big move in.
Because this is the difference, right? When you don't have that top banana, MOUZ are in the dark. They've got to block smoke down. They have no idea. For all they know, Big could be 4 guys at B setting up an execute. Instead, they've hit the perfect timing to pop this empty site.
They never spotted Jimmy over here in Boiler. That right now is the only thing that could turn this one around for MOUZ. But anything less than 2 is not enough for Jimmy. And that 1 in a dink, it's a damn good try. He does 180 damage in the round, but it won't be enough to win this or even give MOUZ a chance to look at it. They've got to run away and save on these remaining 3.
That's such a great example of why your point on Brolin retaking Banana is so important. Info is power on Inferno, right? If the whole map is quiet and you don't have mid info and you don't have Banana info, it's about to be 5 players running at you and you don't know which side it is. MOUZ feel like they have to gamble. No one's cleared apartments at 40 seconds.
Yeah.
And so you're thinking there's no way they're walking up these stairs at 40 seconds. They're definitely be executing. And Big, perfect call. They get past the AWP, unbeknownst to them,
yeah,
but they read it really well.
No, I mean, the early game of this match hasn't been like a battle of individuals who's more switched online. It's not like it's coming out of these clutches. This is a battle of brains right now in this game. And thus far, Big are the ones controlling that. They've called a variety of different paces. Outside of the one quick reaction from MOUZ, Big have now kind of stifled that confidence confidence even, right? In that round, MOUZ actually wanted the play to end B. They were triple there from the start. Spinks was playing super late. That was why they threw in the banana retake with the other two. They were hoping that like you would go 1-for-1 and entice Big into a B play, but the nade stack was too good. And so yeah, Big are kind of taking the edge right now in terms of the calls, and that is what the early stages of this game have been about. It's another one of these rounds where MOUZ are flying a little blind, and they try to make up for that by retaking this B control. Torshi just moves into the angle, but I don't think these reinforcements are going to get there in time. Exertion only just arriving, won't have a part to play. It's going to come down to Brolin and Jimmy between this pit site crossfire to hold on. It's another round where multi-kills have to come through for MOUZ, and they don't. Clean trades out of Big. They storm the board, and it's another one that MOUZ are left sitting on the outside of. They've got to save on Torshi and Exertion.
This is beautiful Counter-Strike right now for Big. I don't think MOUZ are even going to look at this one. Torshi needs to get out with the orb. The trading is so nice. The way they clear positions together. Two players on truck, one high, one low. The long players just tandem, strapped to each other side by side. It's really well paced by Big. They slow it down when they have motor control. They wait till the short players are ready. And you said it, MOUZ need multi-kills. This is one of the harder maps to get those multi-kills. If the T's are playing tight, one is all you get.
Yeah, I think the thing for MOUZ right now is in the start of this game, it's felt like they've waited to react to the plays that Big make. I think we're going to have to see a bit of a turning point where it's MOUZ, the team, making the play, right? Instead of them being reactionary, you need to see them get proactive. And maybe that's going to come in the form of like 3 players over towards B, taking away that B control. You could instead, you know, opt for the one-man B hole with double early util, extra utility dropped for him in the spawn. You immediately start 4 leaning A, try to come through with some apartments control. Maybe deep mid smoke as an option. Yeah, all right. So this is MOUZ attempting to be a bit more proactive in the early stages of this round.
Ooh. Tickled by a top mid molly, though. Good grenade. MOUZ have saved their HEs. They're making great use of them. Super late. Putting Hyped on 7 points of health. Hyped hit some important shots in this game, but this round not built for him. And they still have more HEs to boot. It's so unclear where this is ending. Banana control coming in. Hyped just avoids that Molotov. And MOUZ just keep blocking, not letting anyone in for free. Brolin takes the 5v4. And MOUZ rotate out.
I like that it was Brolin who rotated away. Even though Torshi only just arrives, he's playing mobile on this AWP.
Boost. Does he hit it?
He's going to have to flake. Torshi, they don't boost up. Instead, they just run past him. Shot sails past. They know the AWP is inside of this B site now. When they next see Exertion in this kill feed, though, they might find themselves trying to check for a Brolin that isn't here. Torshi hits that one. Tapson dead, and a double up from the Torshi AWP. As this B play crumbles around Big, the proactive stance from MOUZ off the top of this round puts them back on course. But they have to start chaining together some rounds on the back of it.
Oh, I wish we got to hear what Torshi was calling for there, right? Coming up with some ideas. Some very good assistive utility on the rotate there. Those are the rounds we love to see from MOUZ. Torshi, the anchor, the rock, rather, with the AWP. Backside hitting every shot he can.
Torshi the Rock Johnson.
Exactly. He's cooking. I can smell it. What value from these HEs?
It's another proactive round starter for MOUZ, this time 2 in the apartments. You see Torshi and Jimmy playing this. That's going to have like a knock-on effect in the mid-round. Spinks is going to have a bigger degree of movement to start to make his way over to B at the first sign of trouble. Leaning back now. But he just repositions after that long smoke. There is still this duel for Banana. And at present, MOUZ don't feel like they've like seen or heard enough to justify anything too crazy. You're going to have Spinks start to move over now as the whole map is still quiet. No one in apartments has seen anything. And because that position's further forward, they don't fall for this fake pressure that Big have thrown in.
Yeah, this is perfect. This is the round MOUZ are dreaming of right now. They have every right to win it. 3 players in position. Still more blocking util. It comes down now. Roland holding the flash. Big about to explode.
Pretty strong here. Spinks barrels through, and this is the moment Spinks was waiting for. 3 kills on the mowdown. Exertion still alive and in this, but dead at the hands of the hyped AWP. Exertion at the round in the palm of his hands, but unable to find anything. That AWP continues for Big. It's another from Hyped as he claws this round back. Oh, tabseN's been in the round alongside him the entire time, but that nade, it just falls short. tabseN's allowed to keep kicking, finally dealt with. And it was Hyped who got this whole ball rolling. It's him who's got to finish it now. 2 kills deep on the AWP. He's looking for the hat trick. Jimmy moves in. But Hyped just that much quicker, teed up in the post plant. Hyped is delivering on his AWP.
Dude, how do you lose that, MOUZ? 3 kills from Spinks out of absolutely nowhere, flying through the smoke, but Hyped nailing Exertion backside. And I think you realize, right, when Spinks is a guy playing first there, you don't fall for the triple B because you realize, hey, we've killed an A player. There's definitely going to be a guy at the back of the bomb site. They're very aware. Big's communication must be spot on this game, just from the rounds they're piecing together, and Hyped continues to hit all the important shots. I thought tabseN had thrown it away there. I don't know why he's playing so active on headshot in the post plant on 10 health, just as we're talking about all the wall bangs, but Hyped is reliable. This is a Big with nothing to lose and everything to gain. No expectations, no major.
I'd be calling the admin back over saying, can we look at Hyped's computer?
Oh my god, he's doing it again. Just walking up.
Oh,
barrel!
But the big barrel.
Peace.
You can see how the CT side has changed, though, as the game's gone on, right? Like, MOUZ are doing a lot more of these early plays. They're no longer kind of waiting for the big util to come in before they make their move. They kind of have to be the ones starting the play more often than not on this CT side. And at least now it's netted than this early man advantage. A 5v4 leaves them in a good position in the round. For the time being, it's fine that Exertion is alone at this B site. But he's just used up his last bit of util, and so MOUZ felt like they had to make a move. That's at least a keen trade out of Jimmy. They know he's over here in the boiler. QB tries to clear it, but the AWP, not the gun for the job. It takes tabseN. Gonna need to see even more from tabseN before this round is over. JDC still a ways away, and he won't clear the close corner. Brolin gets away with 1 for free. Still, that kill has opened up a route for JDC in this 1v3 clutch. B-play is now on the cards. He's going to get there with seconds to spare, and Brolin only just beginning this rotate now. Will he get to CT in time? It's a race against the clock here for Brolin, and JDC gets over him. Plant found with just enough time. He's barely locked in a plant here, but it gives him a fighting chance in this 1v1, and he missed that timing. Torshi didn't see him get here. JDC has hit every window, every timing. That nade too short. And now JDC knows. He knows that AWP is bound from the spawn. JDC collects 1 versus 3 to keep Big with a huge lead over MOUZ.
Literally could not be closer if he tried. The climb over the box for the kill is audacious, but it's the jump that seals it. That whole time, Torshi is 100% certain in his head he has JDC trapped in oranges. He doesn't even consider he could be out at quad, and I barely blame him. Smooth moves for JDC against his former team. Put an 8th on this T side. Miraculous half right now for Big. They are earning it. Don't let MOUZ back in now. They don't plan to. Spink's burnt out top banana. Brolin takes a chance, and it's Exertion's grenade that will break back. 4v2. Big jump the gun a little bit, and it backfires. Good cover. And simply done. MOUZ are trying to get those scraps at the end of the half.
And I think, you know, this is starting to, even though MOUZ come through with a round win there and now they've broken Big, it's still, you know, it felt a little bit concerning here because it's felt like Big have had the edge in terms of the calls thus far, with MOUZ taking a while to kind of piece together how they have to start these rounds. But now, over the last few, it has come down to individuals, right? You had the big clutch for Hyped, you had JDC offer up a 1v3 all of a sudden for Big. And even in a round like this, where Big have got a lot of util left to play with, and they've handed you a real variety of plays, this still doesn't feel super comfortable for MOUZ, not by a long shot. It's a passive hold over towards A. Info only just coming through now. The B side of the map is clear. Brolin's rotate is beginning, but that motor smoke is going to land before he gets there. And so Torshi has to play through this. Has to be in the site to help his team. Brolin takes long, but it's the apps pop that MOUZ have to contest with here. Jimmy is open. Here's the cover. These crossfires get set up in time for MOUZ. Now you're a little less worried about what the Tech-9s could look to do here. tabseN has threaded the needle a bit with this timing. And that adds some intrigue here, but I don't know if he's ready for a man up close. Exertion really needed that. Must-win fight secured, and now MOUZ looking safe to get onto a fourth here. There's Spinks with a stylish close. MOUZ scrape by with 4 rounds, 2 coming in right at the close. Is that going to be enough? Or is the pocket pick of Inferno for Big enough to see them through this opening map? In the battle of Big MOUZ, it's tabseN playing the Pied Piper right now. Big commanding lead as they step up 8-4, 2 rounds down the stretch. For the MOUZ team have given them a tiny bit of room to maneuver here as they now take to their T side. But what impressed me from Big is this hasn't been a game dominated by individuals. It was some nice cooling that got them off to this cruise of a lead, then some clutches to really drive it home.
tabseN might be blowing that horn, but will he blow this lead is the question. MOUZ T side. Roland calling the shots. Undeniable firepower on this MOUZ team, yet to really show up. This is a MOUZ. Woo! Keep in mind, in their last 17 games, Harry, they've lost only 4. And those 4, all to Vitality. MOUZ have had a near unblemished record since Cluj. 3 finals in a row. A win over Spirit. And if not for Vitality, just a dominant last couple of months. So this is a great start for Big, but it's about how you end.
Oh, that's free. And they don't clear Crimbo. This double setup could destroy the round for MOUZ. Crimbo tears through the back line, leaves it just on Torshi. Bomb dropped over here on short. It's been picked up, but a 1v3 begins now, and they are fast on this wrap round. 3 players in middle. JDC takes that one over the line for Big.
Impact round for Crimbo. Nice to see it. Been very quiet this game, right? This has been dominated by Hyped and some of the entries from tabseN and JDC. Crimbo was meant to be the next big thing. But it's been a while since we've seen Big at the upper echelons of Counter-Strike. Welcome back. Crim Bob. Full eco now for MOUZ, and this will disappear quick, this game. Gonna have a couple of gun rounds to stop this from really getting out of control.
That's fun.
I was waiting for you to
There's a new button we have. We can talk to each other.
You can't hear it.
Without you guys hearing us.
Yeah. Not fun for everyone at home, really.
It's great for us, though.
I'm enjoying it.
That's really what this is all about.
It's how I feed Harry lines. He just flamed me. You can't. He's making noises down the mic now, Harry. You know, I really hope that does go out to stream. And
I don't think it does, but
oh, it doesn't. I hope it breaks, and everyone gets to hear what you really like. They definitely heard. They definitely.
Did you hear that one?
That, yeah.
Okay, that's good.
10-4 mid rush.
So there is a limit.
Mid rush.
Fast play in through middle. Big coming swinging into this bonus round up against the first buy back in for MOUZ. And look where they've got QB. That's a QB corner.
Nice.
You're going Green Goblin mode, like Bobby Bluetooth. It's 4-on-3. MOUZ wounded. Exertion and Spinks both hurting. Jimmy and Torshi feeling some pressure to try and get a ball rolling on a round that feels gone already. Time is the only thing they have left to play with here, so they're going to start fanning back out, see if they can find some of these more aggressive, big players. QB first on the chopping block. He would be the tantalizing prospect to try and bring you back into this round, but he will go uncleared here. No one's even considering it. And eventually he decides enough is enough, tries to get involved. But it's only good for one.
The patience, man. I would have jumped the gun. Oh my God. He doesn't know where he's getting shot from. It's a silencer, top middle. MOUZ are just trying to survive. They ain't thriving. They're barely living. 3-on-4, low health on Spinks, but this is still winnable. Crimbo and Tabson are tagged up. There's no more grenades for Big to stop this and making it rotate. It's a round where Hyped has got to hold the line with an SMG tucked in. Go, go, go.
Oh, it's a good flash. Crimbo is so dead. Hyped has to hold on here, but he's doing a great job. 2 kills from him buys just enough time for JDC to pull up and lend that helping hand. Well handled for Big. The aggression, that was a bonus round, remember, as well, right? They had SMGs in play coming into it. They get out fairly cleanly. 11-4 lead. This is well and truly spiraling out of control for MOUZ. And they've not really shown anything that's going to give you faith in them closing this gap thus far. They've been outcooled in the first half. The individual shining bright for Big. And seemingly no standout player in sight for the MOUZ ranks.
No, Torshi started strong. He had a couple of nice rounds early. Jimmy was reliable actually on A. It was a lot of B abuse for Big on their T side, but yeah, no one's really like taking the cake here. It's been a team game. It hasn't necessarily been a map of, oh, which individual is stronger, who has the bigger fragger. It's the calls, and Big absolutely ice MOUZ out there, pulling all the way back and really just like selling QB, but it wasted so much time on MOUZ's clock. They are looking very uncomfortable right now. 11-4. They have one smoke. I mean, you can't do anything here. And Big have held on to almost everything. MOUZ just going to charge on this A site, but Big are playing super passive. Got a nice crossfire, got the AWP on long. It's a lane take for MOUZ, Molly at the ready.
Just going to explode up through short. Contact on this hit. But it's still getting cleaned up nicely from Big. That's potentially awkward. Hyped, caught out in the open. Crimbo still able to capitalize, buys enough time and even takes it one step further. Big are getting hyped up, and fair enough. He's top of the board right now, 15-9. The rest of the gang finding their footing in behind him as well. And so this map looking to fall very dominantly in Big's favor. As mentioned, this is not a map that's been particularly kind to Big. Playing it a hell of a lot recently and mainly fielding L's.
I think it's coming in with no pressure against a team that have been on the grind as of late. Oh, Hyped! That's so egregious. He eats that Molotov for the kill. We'll pay the price, but we'll also take down Spinks.
I mean, this call from Big in this round was wild. Like, that's the play Hyped makes. He was the solo A player with a quad B start.
That's pretty crazy.
I just feel like, firstly, MOUZ would never expect that. Secondly, they don't have the kind of scoreline to go for a fast round after finding a kill in top mid.
Hey, MOUZ want to feel like they're they can play their style, they can play a slow round, they can be the better team, but haven't really seen anything from MOUZ in this map. B fake blocked well. MOUZ go back to middle. They've got a 4v2 here. You would fancy their odds. You would definitely fancy their odds.
The other thing that was just awkward about this two-man hold is it was assembled really hastily, right? With Hyped dying first in top middle. There wasn't a crossfire set up between the two of them. So that free opener on a Crimbo has propelled them in, but QB still puts on a case for this round out for the Big squad. They hear that nade tag JDC. They know he's already here, and that's some good spam damage on him back in the library. Still, I think Big are interested.
I think
this was a
12-4.
A round that felt real safe for MOUZ, and QB gave them a reason to give it a look in. That smoke at Moto has taken the wind out of the retake somewhat, but I still think you lend some time to Tabson on this walk around.
Is he trying to ninja? You're no longer going for this quickly. It's a very late play. Tabson trying to get some damage at the end and maybe sneak in with that kit. They're both in the sight. Takes one, but they're just trying to do some damage on the way out. Big reminding them what they're up against. MOUZ win a round. Finally. Round by round. Look, like we've seen MOUZ win these games. We've seen them. It was wasn't it Cluj? They beat Astralis.
Yeah, I just think
just like this.
Playing to contain there was really smart from Big. Like you win that round, but the buy you have here is worse than any buy you've had so far. On the way to this, kind of rough T side, you come through with Galils, Mac 10s, that's to try and get something in the way of utility in this round.
MOUZ won this game on the T side of Inferno from 12-4 down against Astralis. They won 8 rounds in a row. They dragged us to overtime. They won that game. They closed the series 2-1. So they've literally done this before.
Yeah, they have to survive the night on this, though. This cobbled together investment. Deep play for Brolin as he leads the charge on this Mac 10. Backs a turn, he gets out with kills for free. JDC plays the trigger discipline. They finally turn and clear him, and Spinks does not let him get away with a multi-kill there. That's what was required. Okay, this is the building blocks of a comeback for MOUZ. They handle this really well, considering the limitations they're working with. Brolin does a great job of finding that timing, playing through the Moto smoke. And so now you won't have those money troubles again if you're MOUZ. Now it's just a question of longevity and keeping this comeback coming through. Oh, maybe that's why they're playing so roughly. That's how the mics sound.
Keyboard wasn't the problem.
Sorry, Toshi, can you say that cool one more time, bro? I do like, they don't ever seem like they're tilting properly. I've seen Exertion tilt a little bit, but like they're very calm for the situation they're in. I like, because they're on a low money round, like you said, that damage, they just play loose. Running through smokes with Mac 10s, keeping the pressure on. If you're MOUZ, give it a go. Like we always say, Harry, these MR12 games can tie up very, very quickly. Hyped almost made this one easy with a 5v4. But millimeters off, MOUZ survive.
Guys, we did this fucking comeback already versus Astralis, okay?
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, you did say that.
That is true.
And now Toshi's saying that, but this is not Astralis. This is not that same game, and this might all come unraveled here and now. You might have done this one once before, but Big, a different beast, showing up in good form here in Melbourne. Trying to hit the ground running in an upset win to open up. Inferno looking to go the way of Big as only Brolin remains in the dying lights of this game. Hyped will send him out of it. And Big show up convincingly on their map pick. It was never even close. MOUZ blowing out the water to open this. They're going to have to try and bounce back across the rest of this series.
This strong CS they've been playing for the last couple of months. Almost no one has taken them down. Only Vitality. So can MOUZ show us what they're made of? Slow and presumably steady T-side. Pistols and lots of grenades. Brolin with a nice combo to get Spinks out under. No one can stop him here.
I think it's helpful to MOUZ as well that they have been given the T-side start here, right, with Big starting over on the CT half. I felt like on Inferno, they were having to play at the mercy of Big a lot, and so at least now they're the ones kind of teeing up how these rounds are going to take shape. That's about as disastrous as the opener could have gone, but these are great clears out of Brolin, and that will get MOUZ into the A site.
I mean, that first kill's impressive. I can't believe he checks the second. The whole hope for Big is he's never going to clear that position, even if he finds QB. Great shots for Brolin. Maybe an in-game leader, but we know this guy can frag. Nothing new there. Big coming in together fast. And they'll be furious after this pistol. No one gets a kill. They get run down.
Nice boys.
Nice, Jimmy. Nice slow there.
Trying to re-inject some energy, much needed after that Inferno. MOUZ are back, baby.
I think it's good. Celebrate hard, right? Because this is a very different start to you've had thus far in this matchup. You open up with a pistol round, and a convincing one at that. It's not like, you know, it all crumbled after that first kill went the way of Big. You actually kept it very, very tidy, and you made sure that Exertion was the only death you felt in that round. So yeah, this is them trying to bring back that heat and kind of get to the level you were expecting from MOUZ in this series, because I don't think we've seen that yet. Started a little slow, trying to play reactively around Big, maybe doubting they had the tape to really push you at the start of that last map. And so now you have to pay them some respect. You're trying to get back to your winning ways. Let's see, Brolin. Will it be another good check? Oh, yes, dude, it will. Brolin.
He's locked in. He's hella locked in, Harry. He's clearing angles that aren't real angles. Top of the ladder. Brolin on the ball right now, clearing everything. Look at him. Maybe on MOUZ, but he's looking like a bit of a rat right now. In all the cubbies, all the little holes, under the furniture. Scout on the B site, almost hit the double tag, does hit the double tag. Maybe that's a way in. Tabson's got a Galil. He's putting it to use. Spinks refragging and bomb planted with a post-plant position in kitchen. This is going to get hard for Big all of a sudden.
Just don't die. Just die. Tuck in, bro. Oh, they are through that, though. Spinks has to reposition. He's been forced to. They made him uncomfortable.
Easy.
But he'll collect.
Let's go!
Well handled for Spinks. They didn't want to make it easy for him. And likewise, he didn't want to make it too easy for himself. Now still able to get out of that round with their heads held high. 2-0 locked in. You stuck the landing on the conversion. You got past the weird force buy that actually was hanging in the balance. Now you get a nice free round. No/minimal casualties.
I like the slash. Get the lower mid molly as well. Not getting run at, but they are going to get run at. Keep that in mind. There's the run. Spinks.
No casualties, baby.
Right place, right time.
Everyone lives for MOUZ. 5 alive.
How exciting. They're back, Harry.
They are back. MOUZ are back.
In a big way. We need the Germans to do something here on this full buy round. Upgrades for MOUZ. They don't even want to play bonus. They dropped Mac 10s in Spawn. They're here to win. Palace pop in a full buy. This is the last thing Big are ready for.
Oh, Hyped getting stuck in. It's a lovely double, but Torshi will get round him. Exertion suddenly left as the last man standing. This fast play out of MOUZ gets broken apart. It's got to come from Exertion. First kill through. Tabson now dead, and Crimbo on this reroute in through the spawn. These are 1v1s offered up. JDC going to catch him on the smoke fade.
Had a chance.
So put a stop to that 1v3 attempt out of Exertion. You breathe a little easier if you're Big. You win that first rifle round. I think Exertion has certainly had opportunities in this series so far that have done a lot more. And so I think it's good that you're keeping him slow, right? You don't want him, if he wins this 1v3 and suddenly gets all activated on the back of it, is playing with some real confidence again, that is a huge problem. And so the fact that you shut him down in that 3v1 doesn't feel insignificant for Big. You know what Exertion is capable of when he's switched on.
Control for MOUZ here. Hyped naded himself.
The worst window break.
He tried to break it. He failed.
That's where you just say they needed window.
Ah, I'm really low. Well, MOUZ have the mid control, and Big are allowing it. They know they have to take space elsewhere. Flash on the ramp. Tabson very loud about it. This is being held. He'll just play jiggle with the Molotov. Rolling out under. Everyone lucky to be alive right now.
This game of cat and mouse between JDC and Exertion has been fun, though.
Oh, sniped.
Ooh, that's ugly for Kyubi, and it's going to give a freebie over to MOUZ. He was also kind of the A anchor. I know you have tabs-an aggressive push down ramp, but he's still going to struggle to be super involved in any meaningful way here in that bomb getting in for the MOUZ squad.
Being very methodical. And with spawn clear like that, oh, the boost could it catch the legs here? Torchi gets out of dodge anyway. They know about tabs-an. Just need to get that plant in. Pick your position.
I mean, you just
carefully.
plant for Palace, right? You're not worried about this fight from short. It won't ever get to pressure you in any meaningful way. And then Exertion collects on the extremities. There is still that looming threat of tabs-an in at the ramp. But I think it's going to struggle to come to much, especially as he's left as the last man standing. They know where he is as well. And so tabs-an has no choice but to get out with this AK. And what an AK it is.
I didn't see.
Case Harden with the Titan stickers.
Those are just Titans, though, right? Those aren't hollows.
Still.
What are they worth?
A tidy bit of money, I reckon.
I thought it was just a few hundred for the Titans.
Let's see.
Maybe I'm crazy. He's dead anyway, so forget about it.
Yeah, just a cool nearly 3K.
Okay, sorry, that is quite a lot.
So that's
some good money right there.
It's nearly 12 grand worth of stickers on the AK.
Whew, I thought it was just the hollows.
Nope.
Fair play. MOUZ are ballers. We know that.
Nice, boys. Let's go. Nice, boys. Fucking see. Can see.
And that's a reset as well. Big win their first gun round. MOUZ immediately respond, and we're back to pistols for Big. MOUZ very comfortable.
Everyone likes that you don't know anything about the sticker values.
I don't care about stickers, you know. Skins, though. Oh, Harry, very different story. Oh.
I felt like you got it backwards.
Yeah, a little bit, but...
Stickers are the GOAT.
No, I've never applied a sticker, actually.
You aren't the one to have takes on this thing,
Yeah,
bro.
exactly. That's my point. I don't know what I'm talking about, clearly. I'm admitting that. My hands are in the air. I actually play this game. I don't play the gambling simulator bit like you do.
What do you mean, then? That is the game.
Love of the game. B hit, 3 here.
MOUZ, I think they've struck gold, but
3 blues on
it's
this
looking
side.
more like Mac 10 Neon Rider type territory. Oh, Crimbo, 5-7. Could have been everything, but in the end, it's for naught. Well handled, well dealt with.
Nice lot done. Sikran.
Good calling.
That was...
Went into the stack.
The energy went up insane at the start of that sentence for Cyclone. He really lent into
Good
the
calling.
Yeah. Good.
It's very Danish.
You like
actually.
realized one syllable in. All right, calm down.
No, it's that Danish O with a line through it. You know. It's
yeah, like the one in Nufe.
Nufe.
Good. Cool.
Good.
Good.
MOUZ just looking solid right now. They go into the stack. They make an easy round out of it. Do we really have this Mac 10 on Exertion? If we do, it's against helmetless players, Harry. Fleshy skulls.
Yeah. Fury's surprise signing.
That's good.
Oh, hyped. Oh, it is the Mac 10 Neon Rider. Let's go. Good damage out of Exertion. Still, the glory belongs to Big as they brawl for this mid control. Kyubi has had a couple of rough goes at it in this A site, but this time he holds on for one. He's done his part in the round. Anything else is nice. The rest of Big make their way over. Kyubi brushed aside, but here's Crimbo. Unwrapping his free present. Jimmy caught out in the open. And Torshi, you ain't saving, bruh. Look at this. You ain't getting away from Tabson.
Schöne Runde, Boys. Genau so. Geiles Flash, Digga. Sehr sick.
I love hearing German. It's good fun.
What's your favorite German word?
Wunderbar.
Wunderbar is your favorite.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Wunderbar ist super geil.
Chill.
I don't know any German other than that and auf geht's.
Auf geht's.
Auf geht's, Jungs.
Well, these boys are going.
They
found
are.
their second round.
These Jungs are auf in their gets. That much is for sure. Auf. I'm dead first. Spinks. Any more on the follow through? This guy's 10-2, having a great showing on Mirage. And clawing away at this mid control now, a MOUZ.
They're going to boost, perhaps? Yeah, re-smoke in and...
Ooh.
They
Crimbo and Tabson duo.
Yeah, change the boost. They're not going for the hedge.
Crabson. Here they are. He all about that money. Over the top. Crimbo collects one for free out of middle.
They got to go back.
They do have to go back and grab that. But still, it's not the Pearl that they thought it was, as Crimbo left as the only one standing. 1v3. Gonna get their jewels for this. It's MOUZ collecting a sixth.
Yeah, haven't had as much of an explosive game from Hyped here on Mirage CT side. I think we're going to need him to win big another round. Once he can get that AWP back out, this is as good as it's going to get, I think, in this series as far as an AWP goes. Currently 2-7. He did get those 2 kills on the A hits, the big one. Otherwise, a very silent game, and he was the carry last map. He was the guy who came in confident, T-side AWPing up middle, forcing rounds, winning post plants.
1 M4 saved and like that's it basically.
He's completely right. They got nothing. Hyped can buy next round with AWP. And even though MOUZ forget the bomb, or not forget, they lose the bomb to that boost from Crimbo, they don't panic. They still go in and they clear out the A site, get 2 kills before they even have to go back for the bomb. It's an afterthought. Staying very calm in these mid rounds of MOUZ. Big are looking very lost. They don't have mid control, but at the same time, their only solution seems to be boosting on short. When Tabson's taken ramp, okay, sure, he got it 1 round, and his team fell apart around him.
Nah, jokes aside, can easily see they're way comfier on this map. Hugo?
I don't know what you're saying. I know you're doing a bit, but unfortunately, Harry,
I'm trying to cast using the chat only.
Don't do that. Pro League's over.
You're right. One more glorp and I'm out.
Well, he's out. And MOUZ are back in.
Six is all they get.
Eagles. 5-7s. And most importantly, Harry, a dream. Gotta have the dream. Big try and manifest their reality here with this short stack. It's a nice move. Scout trying to bait him in, push back by the Molotov. And even if Tabson dies with nothing, are they really ready for one more man? Tabson dodges it, doesn't matter. Crimbo's still here. Xerxes just walks into B right now. Crimbo's going to feel like he has to hunt this kill down. Scout trying to cover on this B bomb site. Oh, he swings before Crimbo. Weird miscomm here for Big. QB is holding on to A. He is alone. Oh, he doesn't need help. This is a crazy reposition, but it might just work.
12 grand on the AK. QB making money moves. Looks for a little bit more. Gets out with murder.
Sharp.
Torshi got no chance of putting him away. For now, that molly trying to buy time was all he could have done, but it's missed. He's missed the Molotov, bruh. Oh, God. Not an award-winning molly out of Torshi.
Oh dear, sick round. It takes away the hype from the QB round. He just popped off on A. 4 kills, clinical AK work. That frag against Spinks was so important. And then Torshi just kind of trolls the round away. A very winnable 1v2, but we've seen a lot of missed nades. Really in both maps for MOUZ. It's weird because on one hand they had some super high damage, HEs and Banana, but they also missed so many nades, just like clipping on walls or ceilings or whatever. Torshi, Jimmy, both doing it. And that's one that literally cost MOUZ the round in a very winnable 1v2. Awkward moment. And one that Big will be very happy about. They've been gifted an opportunity.
Yeah, Big, they've never looked a horse in the mouth, gift or otherwise.
Yeah.
And so, you know, giving them a way in like that, that could be problematic for MOUZ. They still have money. There's time to, you know, make amends for their failures. But that's going to happen here and now. A loss in this one, and suddenly Big are actually right back in Mirage.
Hit that nade this time. Oh my god, he got dinked through the wall.
I think peek and mid just isn't for you.
I think mid control isn't for Big. They haven't won it once. When they've tried to fight, they've just been blown out. JDC poking his head in, but
look at Tabson in the apartments. It's a good aggro line for him to have. It frees up the short player to roam around, right? You can see that MOUZ, or Big rather, are now playing 4 strong over towards A. And they're ready to react in middle. They're anticipating that this is what MOUZ are looking for, is some of this mid control. And so they are ready to strike back on the extremities. Brolin finds that out the hard way. You've just seen a double con setup, so now these ramp players try and take the space. That's an awkward miss, but QB's looking to make up for it.
goat.
This late game activation from QB is doing a hell of a lot for Big on this CT half. That's now 7 kills in the last 2 rounds for QB, and he's teed up the rest of Big to run away with this. Stick the landing on this very important economy-breaking round. Big are back. This CT side has found its second wind.
Yeah, off the back of a monstrous multi from QB. He does it again in this round as well, and saves us after an ugly whiff from Hype. Big looking for that 6, and MOUZ don't have money to stop him on this road to redemption. Glocks our ramp.
QB posted in that restraining order though. Oh, never mind. Glock's out and they're winning. Hyped on the cross. Oh, it's all good. He's still kept them contained. They know the bomb's made it in, but the nade finds him. MOUZ are very, very content with the bomb plant. And Big are happy with a 5th round. In a way, everyone wins.
Last round of the half, and this is a difference maker. More just for MOUZ to brush off these last couple of rounds by going, hey, we got 7. We got the last round of the half before the break. We recovered. We didn't choke this. 7's great on T side. But if Big pick it up, that's 4 in a row. 5 out of the last 6. And belief in this comeback to close this 2-0. This would be a crazy game to 2-0 against MOUZ. Sure, call it a slow start for MOUZ here in this tournament, but in the way that Big won that first map, very impressive. All ifs, ands, and buts right now. Let's see if Big can prove it. JDC, timing out under is very quick. It seemed like that was communicated. He was ready. Crimbo with a second orb. Gets rumbled on this B bomb site. MOUZ do want to B split. That is the aim of the game right now. And it's only Crimbo here. Occupied in middle is the other AWP. Hype looking for this entry. Blinded off. Got to fall back. It's a double orb B hold against the world. Crimbo at least thins the herd. Oh, this is chalked, man. 3 CTs here. This has not gone to plan for MOUZ. Brolin needs to find an entry just to stem the bleeding, alleviate some pressure, but even the lurk is dead.
Exertion's been rumbled as well. They know about him. Pushed up all the way into the ladder room. No freebies going to be offered up to Exertion. Even the cross now feels tenuous, getting him out onto short to actually help in this B play. Exertion needs to pick his moment perfectly. Any sort of mistiming, and the whole round falls apart with it. QB won't get that spot either, and so Exertion has been able to get up through short, just barely alive. Still the rotates now, pouring in for Big. This could get wild. This could get weird. Crimbo left is the only man in the site. Can't battle back. Nades will find him. Jimmy up close, and it's just QB left. 1v2. Big thought they had an even scoreline in the bag, and now it's left hanging in the balance. QB might have looked great on that A site, but no business for him at B. MOUZ win out on the T half. MOUZ holding a lead on Mirage, their pick, trying to get back to form after a slow start in this series. But I think it's very much worth mentioning here how Big have been able to grind away back into this game after all, right? There was a point in time where this was very dominant for MOUZ. They were sitting 6-2 up. They could have run away with that first half, and it wouldn't have had to have felt close at all. Instead, they're left scavenging in that final round, clawing back a 3v5, and narrowly winning out that first half. Big finding 3 consecutively in the tail end of their CT side, and they've got to hope that that has given them enough breathing room here. Fake exec lobbed in at the A side of the map. Crimbo the one pulling the strings on that, while the rest of the gang get out into this B site. Spinks, it's a little ugly there. Been able to get close to Jimmy as a result, who now feels very boxed in. He does well to get out with 1.
Bomb.
And that was the bomb dropped back in the apartments. That's slowing this whole thing down for Big. They have to wait for Crimbo to be the one to retrieve it. These smokes are going to start fading. 1 kill, very, very valuable. It stops MOUZ just barreling out through the market.
It feels unwinnable for MOUZ. I don't know how they're even meant to get back in. They're locked and Big aren't peeking. You need Big to overstep and make a mistake here. They don't look willing to do so. MOUZ still seem interested with that Molotov coming in, but it's not going to spread to QB's position. They just throw themselves in last second with nothing to lose, but the round is already gone. Big get it done. Nice triple for Crimbo. And Big looking to pull this game back. I really thought they were in trouble there. The spacing looked super off for Big. Hyped got very far in that as that first player jumping out window, but no one else joined him. He had to clear backside almost alone until his team made their way in. And that slowdown, dropping the bomb, looked like it was going to be a disaster. I feel like it also helped Big. It let them lock down post-plant positions early, and they didn't overstep and give MOUZ the kills they needed.
I mean, now I'm worried for MOUZ in the grand scheme of the series, right? If they win that pistol, I think they're in a real cushy spot to pick up the win on Mirage. Suddenly, you know, now they don't even get to hold on to the lead. They come through with this force buy. They need it to find results, or else Big gonna find themselves 8-7 up in the lead on this T-half.
Huge opportunity. Exactly how you're putting it right
it's
now.
It's just the fact this game was 6-2, like, and it could have. It felt like it could have very easily been like a 10-2 half with how dominant the rounds were for MOUZ in there.
And then again, they're doing this 1-4 fake, similar to last round. It's just Crimbo trying to sell this A attack. There's not really much going on at B. Big are about to waltz in. Crimbo's even thinned the herd on the other side. Jimpat needs to hit Deeg of Life right now. Not going to happen. Good clear for Big. And clear is their conscience on this anti-eco. Brolin's going to be saving.
Possession thinks he has a great timing, but remember, there's always a bigger rat here. Tabson in the back line holding on. And so he's just going to snipe him out for free.
Yeah, AK looks good to keep on. That gives MOUZ something in a full eco otherwise, but this is now an even game and one where Big are pulling the strings, and they had a really nice T-side tactically back on Inferno. They got 8 rounds off of it. Absolutely could be looking at a world where Big 2-0 MOUZ to kick off the tournament. I want to remind people of the stat I said last map. The last 17 games officials MOUZ have played, they've lost 4, all to Vitality. No team has beat MOUZ since Falcons at Cluj group stage.
Something I've been liking about Big, and this is kept up now in these games, but I think has been a bit of a trend for this team, even over like the last few months, is I think Big, for the longest time, had a tendency to like overcook and spread themselves too thin, and they looked for like really convoluted, cool pocket strats. Actually, perfect way of thinking about it is they were like the German fast food, where like the fast food restaurants in Germany do everything. Right? If you're on Lieferando, they do every meal, Chinese, Indian, kebab, you name it, it's all there under one roof. And as a result, it's all kind of mid. But Big now, playing fast, playing direct.
They're specializing, Harry. Oh my god.
But it doesn't pan out. They get destroyed.
Nice story. Fucking sick, boys. Nice round.
I was liking your metaphor, it just got kind of ruined by the full eco win.
Back to the takeaway shop, Big.
Yeah.
Put the fries in the bag, MOUZ.
You are right, though. They really do just do everything.
Oh, yeah,
Every
yeah.
shop. It's like, you can't make
German
pizza.
fast food is wild.
You can't
Fred.
make pizza
You
and
can't be an
Chinese.
Italian and an Indian restaurant merged into one with an option to also get, like,
ice cream.
yeah, you can't do
Freshly
it.
made.
What are the odds you're good at all of them?
Probably pretty low. But yeah, I agree with you. As a concept, these few rounds we've seen on the T side have been 4-1, just pack playing, big kind of trade out. Last game was a lot of pack playing as well. Really late apps takes. Just good trading, good spacing for Big on those A hits of Inferno. Wow, that nade went flying. Crazy round for MOUZ. I mean, let's not forget that. They've just saved their bacon, Harry. Add that to the menu. Oh, don't see that boost every day. Tabson's going to walk right into it. So 5v4, the pistol gone. AK's got to bail him out. Oh my god, dry swing middle, no flash, and he got blocked.
Yeah,
but
that nearly went horribly for exertion.
not going to get punished.
What is a more simple strat, Hugo, than going B every round? There isn't one. And that's what Big are looking to do here with the short split, but Spinks and Exertion have got their eyes on it. And so tiptoeing away, cowering back in the apartments for QB and Crimbo. MOUZ back in pole position here, and firmly so. As that money breaks down for Big, this save is all they're going to bring with them into the next round. And saving on 2, you might even feel some pressure to have to put money in now.
Guys, 2 AK saved and 2K.
Tosh is actually overestimating them.
Yeah, because it's a little. But no, he's right though. Like his calls, little details like that we always hear at the end of the round. He just jumps straight on it. What they've saved. He's called their money and what they've saved.
Yeah.
It's just good info to remind your team what you're up against. Okay, it's 3 Glocks, it's 2 rifles. Lock in.
It's really good as well. It's one less thing for someone like Brolin to have to worry about, right? Like, he doesn't have to ever think about that. You always hear Torshi rally off the money.
The stakes. I mean, this round should be an impossibility. Although blocking the smoke, not going to be enough. Torshi pushed back by the util. Big, there's no one in the site. They don't know that. They're going to find out. Bomb plant could be huge. I don't know why I'm a little scared right now. It's 3 Glocks. I shouldn't be, and I'm not.
Okay.
Bomb drop through the smoke. The rifles come to feast. Solid work for MOUZ.
Good call, Saddle. Nice, boys. Nice story. Okay.
And this is where that double save early and now no bomb plant in that round starts to have some real big consequences. You have 3 players that can afford to buy. Crimbo and QB both very limited in terms of their money in this round. And Big put themselves in this position. They really needed that bomb plant in the round prior. So the spam kill from MOUZ is massive. To stop that bomb plant, to stop Big having everything they need. And at this type of scoreline, 10-7, you know, this is thin margins on this game. It could be map defining.
A sigh of relief, I think, for MOUZ after winning that near full eco with the saved AK. Propelling back into this game. 3 rounds straight. And this buy really not ideal for Big. They kind of have to play a little bit faster here by nature of what they've got. Execute again, popping out of Palace. Brolin saw something, but he's going to get flashed off. Just going to play the HE on the smoke. He's got a teammate by his side. cross into spawn already happened. Very deep. tabseN has cleared everything out. If they can buy a few seconds, tabseN could backstab. He's waiting for them to regroup CT.
I love how he's
What a
playing
read
it.
for tabseN. I don't think they're going to clear this. I think tabseN's about to kill them all. Unless...
no one's like...
Whoa,
yeah,
what a
that's
check.
a wild clear.
What a check.
Exertion, ready for it.
I'd be pissed.
I mean, no one had been watching the spawn for MOUZ, right? So you have to consider everything there. And no one from Big was challenging, so it's not like they were preoccupied. They get a free clear on tabseN. Can the rest of Big hold on? Doing a lot of damage. Trades back and forth. See MOUZ move in and overwhelm Big. Stripping that one away.
I don't know why Hyped is looking into the wall like he's about to re-swing. Like I guess the fear is they're all CT, but it was 4 CT, 1 jungle, and he turns away from jungle to set himself up for a re-swing, and that's when he dies to like stairs peak. Oh, that's so awkward. No one else could have covered it. It had to be Hyped. And Xertion almost didn't check that. Exploding out spawn. MOUZ do it. Just playing off each other very well on this CT side. No one has been in A at all. They've just been breaking the smokes and retaking as a team. And Big, as a result of saving those 2 AKs earlier, I think are still feeling the burnout from that. Like, look at this buy. They got a plant, they got kills, they buy again, they got 3 Galils.
Yeah, I think, Big signed up early to the potential wild ride of having no money on this T side, and they did that as what they were hoping was like a calculated risk, and we saw how close they were to having that bomb plant in that round, right? The one that we talk about where they have the 2 saved guns. And I think that would have completely changed how this second half had played if that plant had come through. Because you're dead on Big, and now, multiple rounds over, still feeling the ripples of that money. That is the easiest lineup for Brolin and Exertion they've ever had on a lower tunnels peak. Jimmy, you have just missed that timing, but it shouldn't matter. Yeah, you're going to die. It sucks for him.
Nice dodge.
But the rest of MOUZ more than safe to take this round over the line. Kibi's been playing great. But I think at best, he could get one more kill and that's it. MOUZ had no reason to face him.
I love that combo. They molly to block Big when they're deep in under, and then they nade, and he just swings with a nade, and it just ruins your vision, doesn't it? The smoke kicked up from an HE. It's worse when you're close to it. We have 2 players turn from the nade like it's a flash. One guy eats it, and then they just get sprayed down. Okay, I was a little worried for MOUZ in this game, but they have absolutely avoided any disaster. 5 rounds in a row on
Something
CT
else
side.
that feels pretty big for MOUZ here is just this reactivation of Exertion. We talked about it early on in this second map, how it felt like he'd had more chances to find impact in the series, and that hadn't necessarily been realized yet. I think ever since this Mirage started, you felt him finding his form, figuring it out, and now creeping up to top of the board for the MOUZ team. That's going to be worth its weight in gold as this series continues. Big's final buy is not one to remember. They throw this fake in over towards A.
Yeah, they've done this same round 4 times.
So hoping they can get through this B hole. Jimmy goes unchecked, uncleared, but he gets out with 1. The rotate's now arriving. Torshi hoping to make that first decision.
Okay.
Brolin plays through the Molotov, and
They just keep running back there. All right, Crimbo, throw 2 smokes A. We're going to run out B. And I can't really say it's eliciting some huge reaction from MOUZ in any of these rounds. They're never panicking on rotate.
yeah,
But Big are just nailing the entries on the B.
I think the thing that is annoying for Big is they actually did the hard part of setting the precedent for these A fakes. If you remember how the T side started, and I know it feels like it was a while ago now, but they did it in the pistol, they did it in that second anti-eco, and they even threw it in the third.
Yeah.
And obviously they lost that third round to the B play, right? And from that point on, MOUZ haven't really cared whether or not they're throwing in these A smokes. They're not panicking, they're not overreacting. If they hadn't have flubbed their lines in round 3, I think MOUZ are more paranoid about those A smokes.
Yeah. MOUZ are also not playing in A right, to build off your point. Like, they've rarely got a guy in the site. It's either Torshi spawn, or they're just sitting by connector, and they're ready to fight middle or break the smokes on A. So it's not like, it's not like MOUZ even feel the rush to, oh no, they're A smoking, let's all leave our positions now. And I mean, with a game of Bigger playing, they know they're throwing fakes in. So it does feel like a matter of time here for MOUZ. They've got the shooters, Exertion and Spinks, looking very sharp. He spotted him con there. Exertion pulls back. Big trying to collapse upon A. This could be a way in. Oh, Brolin ducking under the shot. The Palace player will still catch him by surprise. And down under. Crimbo checks. 4v2. Big may have bought one more round. He get one tapped in spawn. I think he did. Crimbo's here.
I mean, this is the coolest way this map could have ended, because I see what Big have been trying to do with these B players and the A lurks. You've seen them, you know, try to get something going on this T side, and it's felt like money has hamstrung them a hell of a lot. Now you at least get to see Big's vision play out in this T half. And if that was going to be enough to close this game, well, they've got to show it now. MOUZ come through with a timeout. They know that this one has the potential to close up. If they don't stick the landing in this rifle round, we are playing all the way to the end of regulation with the potential for OT. MOUZ will be broke if they give this one over.
What is the long game on this T side? Both AWPers struggling on Mirage when they were both the standout players on Inferno. Surprisingly enough, Spinks, huge opening kill, finds that AWPer through the mid-smoke, and they got a flash play to boot. Brolin goes 1 for 1. MOUZ will take it. 3 kills away from map 3. Make that 2. Ancient is calling, and they're going to make it so big. Some nice ideas in this T side, but MOUZ's defense holds strong, holds stellar, and we split this series all the way to a 3-mapper.
Perfect timing on that timeout as well from Cyclone and the rest of MOUZ, right? Knowing the stakes, knowing what's on the line in this round, and it was a great time to get proactive and be the ones making a play. MOUZ, they put a stop to Big here. What could have been a very one-sided game did tighten up. MOUZ lock in the win on Mirage, and now this series goes the distance. The score will be settled on Ancient as our decider. Up losing to Astralis there. Ooh, there's some bad memories on Ancient for Big. Very fresh in their minds. Let's see if they can replace them with some good ones. Heavier underdogs heading into this series. They've taken us the distance. Now we see if they can stick the landing.
Look at this charge, man. Straight through the red smoke. It does get reblocked by Brolin, but you're not going to stop a whole bunch of Glocks running into your spawn. Torshi tries to hunt them down, but he won't get much done, and this is locked out by Big in a 4v2. Shut the door. Ooh, a little tentative on the plant, but the cover is there. Ouch. Love that call for Big. Just, they've done some interesting T rounds today. Running it up. Lots of grouped pushes.
Sehr geil, Leute. Sehr geil, Digga. Ja, wir spielen einfach.
Oh, MOUZ of the Force. I like it. They save some Kevlar. They actually can drop over a FAMAS or buy a FAMAS even. This is a pretty decent force, and Torshi looking like he wants to still save some for the AWP.
keep your eye on JDC in middle. Oh, Exertion shoulda. Dead straight away. I love how JDC plays mid. He is one of these guys who likes to be very active there, likes to play through the util, be very involved. Kind of like how, you know, for some one-to-one comparisons, almost like how a Donk likes to do, or a Nerds. But I'm talking like old Nerds.
Liquid playing right now against VP on the B stream. With MOUZ as former in-game leader and Nerds.
Yeah, this is just a save for MOUZ, a chance to run back this force buy again. And Big aren't feeling like they want to push and prod too much here. Kind of have more to give away than you do to gain from this hunt.
It's one thing coming in and surprising on map 1, catching MOUZ off guard on a map they have had trouble on lately, and winning out off the back of a strong T side where you start on Inferno. But it'd be a whole different beast to win this series in 3 on a comfort map for MOUZ. So let's see if Big can really dig deep in this opening matchup, or if it was just a slow start for MOUZ in Melbourne.
I mean, Big have always looked to play this map. They have a lot of reps in here, so they will have a lot of ideas, right? I think that's something that's going to go a long way in helping them. Both squads in that position. It's both teams most played. JDC collects a couple of freebies. Yeah, it's always the heaven swing. Everyone wants the kills in middle, but only a few of them will get them. Ooh. Nice. It's well handled. I've said that too much.
Well handled indeed, Harry.
All these rounds have been very well handled at the end of the day.
Unarguably, really. Handled well by Big. 3-0 up. Orpon Torshi had a very quiet last map, as did Hyped. No time to play like Torshi. No time, but now.
I think a big part of disrupting this T side for MOUZ is either going to be dealing with JDC in middle, as in you make him a problem and you make him a constant source of these opening fights, or you kind of have to ignore him and focus instead on the extremities. Already in this first rifle round, JDC threw the gauntlet down in mid, and MOUZ elected not to fight him here, holding on instead to Donut and the Red Room. They know that this is a good fight. They know it's a fight they're going to get given very reliably, and so they're hoping that this can be their route to the opening, but it won't come through. JDC gets past the AWP. Hears them blow the smoke open as well. Didn't feel the pressure to re-swing. The rest of Big have grouped up over on lane, and slowly but surely they've been taking this control. They've got Jaguar now, control over towards the ramp, and that kill out of Tabson, well, that feels like a red carpet rolled out, but 5v4, they're still down to explore here.
They'll hear that. They'll know for sure that JDC is up to no good in middle, so Jimmy's going to try and cover it. Exertion's missed the timing, but they've got the info off audio, and this is no longer a B play. Big slinking back at 30 seconds to go for a donut split. The round rests in the hands of Exertion. That's a huge smoke, but they just spam him through. They don't seem to care. Lurker cut down. Maybe Jimpack can keep this round alive, but Big seem to have the plant. They've got the cover, committed to the site. Tabson hits a second spectacular shot, and a 4v2 with MOUZ about to find out the hard way. It's already done. Every single kill coming in. And that's a nice mid-round out of Big. 2 blinded kills through the wall on B, through the smoke in Donut. It's a very frustrating round to lose for MOUZ. Out of their hands. And I actually felt like MOUZ had the right rotates. They had nice positions. Going triple B after losing the mid control. And Exertion's position was good. They just heard him drop the smoke close. P9 up danger close in red. JDC's got to be cautious here. Yeah, slow peak. Exertion gets the upgrade. I think we're onto something here for MOUZ. Grouped in middle. They get the info. It's clear. They need to reset right now.
Oh, that's awkward, though. Trying to hastily construct a crossfire with players attempting to get into the site. Lends some damage to Big. Still Exertion turning heads. Second kill found in the round. More damage on the spam, but no kills yet for Big. Eventually, something's going to give, and Crimbo will be the one to collect. 4 for Crimbo. QB finishes, but it's Crimbo styling on them and capitalizing on all that damage.
Cleaner in the server rather than out, but he gets it done. 4 massive spray kills from Crimbo. My God. 2 low players, first in, and that just fuels his bloodlust. MOUZ have got to be kicking themselves to lose like that.
There goes Crimbobulus killing again.
Nice. I get that. It's a reach. Oh, that hurts for MOUZ because you get why they do it, but if they don't do it, they probably win that on a slow retake. They just feel like they need the long control. It's the best position to retake B from. Crimbo doesn't give it up for free.
Oh,
what?
Just an interesting take leveled in chat. Big always good in the summer. / hot weather.
Okay, it's not really hot here. Sorry. It's not summer or hot.
You already Australian, bro?
It's not hot here. Let's be real. It's not hot. It's warm.
They all love saying, oh, it's bloody freezing outside. It's like 30 degrees. I'm like, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about? Melbourne.
Queenslander. JDC.
It's 17 degrees, Harry. I'm calling it off. It's not hot.
Straight royalty in Victoria. JDC walks out through middle. Looking for Exertion, who's had his number in that last round. Let's see if JDC can get one back. It's been a fun head-to-head to keep track of between these former teammates. JDC hears them rotating past.
Now, this is the Nerds position. This is the one we're talking about, Harry. He'll sit here all day, getting info, hoping for a repush. Oh, on the map maybe, but Exertion doesn't see. He turns around. He's aware of the possibility. I think the map gave him that info there. 5v3. Big trying to creep out into a 5-man hold, and Jimpat sends his regards.
Yeah, awkward, super close spacing on the push out as they're trying to creep up. Call him Jimmy Cheree, the way he pairs with these mistakes out of Big. Hyped. Nails 2 trying to save this AWP. And he will get out with it at least, but still, that's MOUZ on the board. An important double up from Jimmy.
Yeah, nice that MOUZ don't hunt that kill too much. They need their own money, right? If they're going to pull this game back, it's already a great start for Big. Nothing worse than just losing your economy straight away. So sure, 2 casualties, then they let him go is the right move. Dirty wall bang. QB was asking for it. He started it. Oh. A hastily assembled boost. It came in too late. They saw him jumping up. Took too long to get in that position. And MOUZ are flexing on middle right now. They're up on Heaven from Cave. Spinks is playing retake B, and he'll need to. Bigger creeping in.
Spinks will be tested here, and and he doesn't look to crumble. Gets out with 2. Does his part in the round and then some. Even though Hyped is here, it's going to be hard to get anything going. Missed shot, and that seals his fate. It's just Crimbo left. A 1v4 begins now if he wants to go for it. Ah, look at how he's hunched over, bro. Crimbo's going for this. It's the face of someone who's locked in right there. Oh, God. Jimmy's even more locked in.
He's going to pop a vein in his forehead, Crimbo.
Looks like that meme of the guy in the classroom.
Yeah, fully straining.
And it's all to get shot in the back as well.
Nice, boys. Sick, boys. Good pass.
Blood vessels burst, and so is this 5-0 lead for Big. MOUZ find back-to-back. They build money. We got a game. And you can tell because the music is tense. Ooh. It's really tense, Harry.
Yeah.
They could be saying anything right now.
This is like a camping party, the way the music's intense. MOUZ chaining together 2 in a row.
So bad.
I'm a dad now. You go, I get the pass.
True, you get
I
to
get
do
the pass.
dad jokes. Oh.
The dad joke pass, that is. Here we are, MOUZ. Util getting lobbed over middle.
What the hell? Woo.
Big set their sights on more of this lane control, and once again there's JDC making his way out through elbow.
Yes.
No contest on the mid control. Once again, it's another one of these rounds where they just hold the extremities on JDC in mid.
Oh, a lot of wallbang damage. It's sent back the other way, but it's going to slow down this hits. Oh, they love it. Big really want to force a kill here, and it's honestly it's such a nice move. Like, catching players moving between positions, or players just thinking, hey, they stopped spamming, they won't do it again, and then doing it again 20 seconds later. Crazy kill for Spinks, though. Straight through the smoke onto Crimbo. And Crimbo, on that extremity, do they immediately think, hey, watch out on this A site? They do already at B players starting to rotate out, thinking Crimbo's maybe alone. Big walk red again. They've got that split smoke, but 2 CTs in position. The orb fires off. Big are not making it through that red room. Torshi is that dog in the house.
Nice, Adam.
Can we play Hobbit on T-Eco now? We have no money, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, let's play Hobbit on T-Eco.
Do you think Adam suits him?
Doesn't
Is it
look
me?
like an Adam.
No.
I'll allow it.
I think his name should just be Chief.
Chief.
Yeah. What up, Chief?
Chief Torses.
There he is again. Chief's in charge. Spinks, follow-up nade. And a clean shutdown of these pistols. The German Deegs might be famed. Oh, wait. Oh, my God. Hold on a second. The German Deegs, baby! Here they are! German Deegs. 2 kills found from them. Makes this round interesting after all. Turns it into a 2-on-3. MOUZ, do not let this one slip through your fingers. Gun juggled back.
German Deeg. Oh. I love how MOUZ said at the start of the round, can we play anti-eco? Oh my God! And they proceed rather to run at them. It was all fine in a 5v2, but a couple of well-placed shots has made this one weird. Luckily enough, it should just be the attempted save for Tabson, and MOUZ at this point might want to stop him from getting away with that orb. I mean, there's so many gaps now. Jimmy can't push, really, because then he could give away the A plant. So I think tabseN will get away with this orb. Great shots, but it's a MOUZ round, as it was always meant to be.
Oh,
saved.
Caught that from the other POV. Seeing it from Exertions was mad. This lead that Big were once holding, though, has disappeared right before their very eyes. You know, 5-0 off the back of the Pistols. Now on a 4-round hiatus as MOUZ attempt to do it back. One better. Looking for their 5th here and now. That AWP saved out of the round finds its way back into the arms of Hyped. As the rest of Big buy up, they call in attack timeout. They can feel that this game has started slipping away from them. MOUZ showing not just a good understanding of, you know, what they came here to do and how they like to play, but also what Big are a fan of on this T side. The fact that JDC has been so hamstrung with the impact he can find on these mid takes feels, you know, like it's by design from the MOUZ squad. It is such a consistency of this Big T side, and they've not fed into it at all.
Yeah, giving no kills away, just playing info jiggling on Donut. Players in red. Big have tried to abuse it by running through the red smoke.
It's really good as well because it feels like it's forced Big into just a lot of these set-piece calls, right? Like, you don't really get to mid-round when your mid player is finding no kills and then the util's gone in middle. You feel rough trying to go back to it. And so now, MOUZ actually bring the heat to mid. They take the fight here. Exertion gets up close in middle on the back of a run boost.
We love the run boost because we see a lot of teams throw that close mid Molotov, not necessarily the heaven one, which stops you getting close middle.
Well, JDC in particular has a bounty of util for taking close mid, including that molly. He also has a close dribble smoke that he lobs in. It's a great way of nullifying all of his util that is used on that close corner in middle.
And now Big just need a pick to entice him back in. This could be it. Oh, Torshi saw it. And when you see a boost, you're expecting it to be the AWP. So Torshi won't just re-swing dry. Oh, Brolin gets a backstab. 5v3 rather, as MOUZ seem to hold strong. They're giving away nothing. Exertion ready to stop them from leaving. And nobody's getting out of here alive. QB 1v5. Double kill, wallbang available, but Jimmy swoops him in. Solid recovery. 5 in a row for MOUZ. This was a 5-0 lead for Big. Completely dissipated. Who will save them now? Because as you've been saying, it doesn't feel like it's going to be JDC.
Yeah.
MOUZ have got the answer.
I think I was already a big fan of how MOUZ, oh my god. I was a big fan of how MOUZ are playing this CT side already. But I love what they did in that one with just shutting down mid. It's like JDC all game long has been looking for these fights. Well, he finally got them, didn't he? And it was on the back of that run boost, the close play, locked him out of mid right as he was kind of getting a bit used to the ebb and flow of how mid was playing. Now Big's money is broken as well. They're left with a Hail Mary A play. Jimmy's here. Been unwavering in the A defense, getting out with one full blind as he's run out by the Tech 9s.
This orb just being here is so powerful to stop them from getting any real control. They can't cross into Temple. They're stuck on the site. They're stuck in Donut. Exertion will not play early. He's going to let his team get control back from CT first.
Flash through. That's awkward. Crimbo takes a couple of bullets from his mate, but still in this. Clean shot for JDC as well, and Torshi knows there's no win in this one now. He's running for the hills. He's out of there with pistols. Big have broken through, ending the 5-round streak of MOUZ. And collecting a 6th round, still in with a chance to win this out on the T side. There is still, you know, some teething issues. The synergy isn't quite there for Big between them and their coach with the new high fives that they're bringing in, but
a few misses.
The game plan's been fine.
Great recovery. It's a shame he couldn't capitalize off the flash there, Spinks.
Oh, I thought we were
blind.
still talking about the high five.
Yeah, true.
Well recovered high five there.
Going for the high five, some fist bumps in play. So it's okay, guys. It's okay to high five the fist. It's okay to punch the flat hand, right? It's all allowed. It's all approved.
Don't bite the flat hand that feeds you,
No,
though.
and don't bump a fist in the mouth. It's actually good advice. No violence, guys.
Sebastian's still getting the grips with the fist or the
Know
hand.
him like that?
I know him like that.
You don't know him like that.
Seb, as we call him.
Old Sebo. Ooh, very blind in the middle. They're still going for it. Boost over. Jimpat might be dead, but they can't see through the boost. They cannot see through the boost. And look at them absolutely ruin this round. Poor Big. I feel like that round was meant to be theirs. The boost was the right idea. But MOUZ's insta-smoke blooms high enough. And they get crunched on B lane. Now it's just trying to patch this round back together. Can Big make anything from this?
Whoa, JDC, that's a convincing way to open. Exertion's in here as well. These two have been playing a game of cat and mouse.
Oh no, Team Flash!
God! It's not defining. Not yet, anyhow. Exertion still gets found. And they know that Spinks is back here as well. It's the speed at which they've blasted through Temple that will offset Big. MOUZ tie us up 6-all in the final map of this series. It's neck and neck. It's anyone's game.
It's that big MOUZ game that everyone's talking about, and it's gone the distance, hasn't it? Just it's delivered in all fronts. 3 maps and 6-6 at the half. We go to the last chance on Ancient. MOUZ starting a little bit slow, and Big came hot off the trot. But have they run out of steam right to finish this series? We're about to find out.
Guys, I will be honest. The score is lying. We're playing much better than them.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I mean, recency bias, yes. It was a 5-0 start for Big. MOUZ definitely picked it up. But Harry, it's not how you start.
No, it's about how you finish, Hugo.
Damn right.
A guy like Spinks intends to finish strong. I'll say the scoreline is lying, and that they're the team playing far better. Well, they could stake their claim to that right now in the pistol, and they're certainly not off to a bad start. 5v3. And all the control in the world. They're going to set themselves up to play into this A-site group with 4 Spinks just left lurking over at B. At bare minimum, he's going to keep 1 player there. And it could be even sweeter than that for Spinks. He will check for QB and gets rid of him up close on the ramp. That's going to trigger a rotate out of Tapson, who actually decides against it. Spinks now confirms that B is empty.
It's fine. They're 4 in main. They're not going to pull back and reset the whole round. They're just going to let Spinks play and get close enough that he can have impact on this A hit when it comes in. That's a good molly, presumably.
Oh, it's a bad molly.
It's a horrible molly, actually.
It's left a hyped-shaped hole. And wouldn't you know it, within that hole, hyped exists. Oh my God. He's here. He's in there with them. 2 kills from hype, but it won't matter. Torshi brushes that aside.
Like NT, anything but NT is wrong. You can't, it's so hard those moments. Like you may have 4 dudes with their back turned and they don't know about you, but to actually get enough value from that play is so hard. You have to kill the planter. I like that he doesn't kill the planter first. He gets a free kill, he gets the plant, but then he just gets turned. Really nice try. It's the close player that does it. And he, yeah. I don't think he even knew Torshi was there because of 4x3. Because he was checking the temple guy. That's really unlucky. MOUZ ready to go.
Oh my God.
They don't know what's coming, but they're about to find out. Sure, B's clear, but what about 5 spawn?
To flock together.
Torshi! Yeah, back 10. Get him. Get him through your molly.
Boys. Let's go the sun gun. Då I can take the Mac down.
Guys, 4.4, no.
Oh, I hate how they cut us off.
I know. Torshi does so much.
Bro, why did Brolin start in-game leading? Torshi could do it. Torshi wanted to be
every IGL needs a second man, a right-hand man, and Torshi is very much that to Brolin, it feels like.
True. The
hunter to his snacks.
Yeah. The Nico to his hunter.
He is empty.
Nobody home.
And Big are dead.
And it was MOUZ who killed them.
Oh my God.
It's been some sharp shots.
That looks really good.
It did.
I think when you get a kill like that, you're actually going, okay, guys, let's just see if they give us a reason to go for
we get
this.
an exit, or maybe... But no. Blocked.
The gamer brain part of JDC is telling him, like, go for it.
This is you. Like, when I play with you, you don't know how to save.
No.
You
don't want to
know how
save.
to. You never want to save.
Yeah.
You'll go for the 1v3 that you can't win just for 1 kill and a death. And I'm like, was it worth it, Harry? You could win next round with that AK. But no,
win the current round
but
and
no,
next
but
round.
you can't. You can't win that round. Like, you can't win that round.
You can win any round, Hugo. That's what you always say.
You can win any round, but not from every position. Some positions you can't win the round. like retaking.
How did Stewie 2K win the round? How did Snacks win the round?
Which round?
His, the round, bro.
Oh, they all peeked him. Why did Flamey peek? That's my question. Flamey peeked. He didn't need to in that 1v1. All his team just got one tapped. You're going to reswing when you have bomb down. Bruh, you just wanted him to get the clip. Let's be real. Bruh.
So mighty pressed over something that happened that long ago.
Yeah, dude, because it's bad call, wasn't it? Okay, JDC back in middle with a bit of business, but MOUZ is speed up on that B side. QB, what a turn. Reacts well, didn't know Brolin was up close, but he still takes one with him. Orb shot does not connect. Hype needs this one, and it will land. Bomb going down now. Hype flanked, doesn't matter. The wallbang stops the planter, and Big, just like that, are back in business.
Well, there's one back in for Big. Short sigh of relief. Time to take a breath after winning that one, but they still have more work to do, don't they, on this CT side? It's not a bad debut from the Hyped AWP making its appearance here and now for Big. Nice way to make its presence known, especially after how this series started for Hype. I feel like after map 2, you wanted to see more mileage from him. Flash play in mid for JDC. Has some support in the form of Crimbo.
So scary, though. The Heaven.
Yeah, the Heaven wraparound is a very real threat. Even with this smoke deployed, MOUZ do the boost over the top of it.
Crazy grenade from Crimbo. Just wrecked him in elbow. They're trying to get off the boost silent, but just have to take the L on that one. Crimbo rejumps. He sees a lot more the second time around. Bomb, orb, 3 players middle. That tells Big a lot. They lose control of B in an instant. Oh, the timing. Big just all got 1v1'd and lost every single one in this round. Careful, don't lose this. Okay. He won't. But Big might lose everything.
Yeah, and it's not going to have any ramifications in the short term. Big only getting out of one of these guns, but it's in the longevity of this CT side that starts to become a bit of a problem, right? They got enough money to buy now. It's the economy, catching up with them here. And happening very, very late in the game is a big problem. Now, you can alleviate a lot of that by just winning this round.
Just win.
Exactly. If you don't, that's where the issues crop up. That's where you've got limitations right at the tail end of this series.
Don't have rounds to play with.
So, a lot of pressure on this round. These are great nades to bully exertion.
Not one player has seen anyone yet, and look at MOUZ's health. They've lost almost 150 damage. From just utility. Still no one has seen a player on the other team. 120. Where are MOUZ? Full spread on this default. Crimbo didn't hear them leaving, so he can't get aggressive yet. But if Big feel like it's a B hit, they might have a point. That's a bomb spotted. No way.
Gonna be ready. Elbow seen, and that's all Hype needs. Push out of Crimbo nets them that kill onto Exertion as well. Wounded right at the top of the round, finally finished off. And that attempt to reroute from Brolin finds him in mid with a knife out. This one crumbles for MOUZ in a must-win round.
Yeah, I'd say
for the big squad.
Save.
Comes through with 4 players still standing. That at least, gets your mind away from the money for now, if you're big.
True. Kind of keeps them in this game. Without that round, talking of the money that you're mentioning, it'd be 11-7, and they would have to eco. Like, you're giving up that point. Series point. So MOUZ get away with 2 guns. They can buy full around it. But Big are within touching distance. I think, whatever happens here, Big have had a great series.
Yeah.
But it's still winnable.
100%. Big coming into this, they were kind of supposed to get blown out the water. This is a MOUZ that are in great form, that unless, you're called Vitality, you haven't been a problem for MOUZ. We didn't catch the first few seconds of this round, but Big just nearly lost everything to a failed run boost. So they're very fortunate here that it's all panned out and that mid wasn't punished. Still, it has thrown off the timings for that jump up, and Brolin was allowed to get very deep as a result. JDC dead, climbing up, and now Tabson tasked with hunting down this trade. QB moves in to join and baiting footsteps.
Yeah.
Gets Brolin's attention and tees Tabson up for a keen trade out through middle. Now he's also responsible for this mid control. Going back to fight for this. Flash will wreck him. And so Tabson's 2 has to be enough for Big.
It's just such a great little detail for Big to have the ramp player running so Tabson can walk in, and you just know that there's no way they're holding Tabson over the guaranteed information. So he just shoots Brolin in the back. 5-on-4, now down to a 3-on-3, and Crimbo can win or lose this round on his own. He falls to Spinks. It's not dead yet. Hyped up in position. They might not be ready for it this close. Boost up is nice, though. Might offset his aim. Oh, it certainly does, but even the spin in the air for Spinks isn't enough. As Hyped holds the line with 2 more, it's up to a clutch.
Torshi in the post plant with an AWP to play around is a scary prospect, but backing up in a QB at the spawn, it's all going to come down to this smoke fade. Oh, and they both play through it. Ships in the night. They've crossed by each other. QB, will he check behind him? No, but Torshi will. Torshi checks and now moves in, collects his free 1v1 on that smoke push. Torshi with the clutch to move MOUZ into a terrifying position, and those money problems for Big that were prophesized rounds ago now rear their head again. They've got enough cash to buy on 3 players. But it's a rough call to have to make. It's a matter of picking your poison here. Neither option more right for Big. They'll throw the gauntlet down now with the investment. Hype's AWP makes an appearance. Tabson in there alongside him with the other gun. JDC on a FAMAS, but other than that, it's pistols, it's SMGs. This is what they have to fight for in this series.
Yeah, if this happened 2 rounds ago, they would have fully ecoed almost certainly and just played for the OT. Now they have to buy because of the rounds going back and forth. It's right there for the taking. Another 1v1 coming down, and Big make the right call, but it might be out of their hands. A clutch up from Torshi.
What?
Because he's, okay, I'm glad they confused as well. He's scoped in the smoke. And QB didn't turn. Here we go. This is what it's all for Big. Staying in this series or losing at the final hour. Break on the smoke. Spinks, oh my god, it's going through. They walk down the ramp. The MAC-10 can't save you now. Torshi with a bit of cover, and it's a decent grenade, but there's still more. 3 CTs.
Should be cooked.
Yeah, that molly.
He's gotten out, he's gotten past it, and now saved by the smoke. Glock spam will find him.
Torchy's just trying to win this game on his own right now.
What's awkward as well, like bounty of weapons, including tabson's M4 drop down a ramp, but no chance to upgrade if you're big. MOUZ keep the pressure on for this lane control.
I'm glad Hyped is in position to fight for this B bomb site. He's not just left to the randomness on A, getting split. He can save this round right now on his own.
Hype started this series off so strong, and one of our things talking about it coming in was kind of the swings and misses you've had with Hyped, how he can have these games where he steps up, he takes control, but sometimes he just falls too quiet. And with the big green, his weapon of choice, you can't have that, and so this has to be Hyped's kind of crowning moment in this series. They are all around him, he'll get boxed in. Exertion on the entries, even hounding down JDC, that AWP. Barely gets to fire shots for Hyped. And the few chances he's had just sails on past.
Oh, you got to feel bad for him there. That was so well played from Torchy and Xerxon between each other. Torchy just jiggling and baiting Hyped to really commit to that angle. He was even shifting in to get the kill, and Xerxon just walks out cave. Great tandem play for MOUZ. They've really come alive in these final few rounds. And it's been back and forth. But now it looks like it's back to their winning ways. MOUZ. 1 round, 4 chances to end this series.
SMGs run it out through middle, and it's quick to their demise. Big, it's all over. This series might have had a surprising start. The Inferno pick from Big was not to be expected. A map they've had real rough results on as of late, but they stormed the board to open, taking away Inferno. Had a fairly close showing on Mirage, but by the time Ancient rolled around, too much distance between them and MOUZ here, and that gap never closed. MOUZ keep the pressure on. A Torchy clutch in there down the stretch, only serving to strengthen their position in this series. It might have been a slow start for MOUZ, but they finish strong.